We're really dialing it in.
5 years in, he's in the pocket.
Bad girls, moderately, like mediocre girls, but bad, like slightly naughty girls. They're fine girls, fine girls. What you gonna do?
Did you do the no pants party bit?
I did it!
Okay, go off stage, go off stage. Do it.
All right.
Our next guest is not wearing pants. Please give it up. Well, one of our next guests is not wearing pants. It's Kim Bri and Friday Panel.
I'm not wearing pants.
I'm not wearing pants, but my friend sure did.
No pants.
She's got no pants.
No pants.
No pants.
I asked Kim earlier what she's got going on underneath the shirt, and the other guys in the room thought that was naughty of me to ask.
Naughty.
I didn't mean it naughty. I really wanted to know.
No, what did you ask? What was the question?
What was under her pants? What's going on underneath that shirt?
How did you say it wrong?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Like that.
Just like that.
You go, what's going on? I don't know.
I said it like this. What's going on underneath that shirt?
You even said it.
No, I said it really normal.
You were
So what's going on underneath the shirt?
Exactly.
She's like, I've got shorts. I said, okay, sure.
The only two people in the room who were not offended were Rob and myself, and everybody else was like, whoa!
By the way, those other people were Jason and Norton.
The normal measure.
Yes.
It was uncomfortable.
No, it was not. You're uncomfortable.
You can
Bye,
say
okay, I
it.
love you. Okay, bye. All right, yeah.
Hi, Fred.
I like your necklace. No, fuck you.
This is the story I was telling at the, oh my God, look at that picture of Felicia.
She's hot.
Let's take a second and check out this photo. My Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
gosh,
queen.
Work with that.
That's a queen. There's quite a few
I was
queens
telling
back
a
there.
story about how I once was working at a bar in Vancouver. I was a hostess. I was wearing like this nice strapless black dress and this very big turquoise necklace. And I was finished my shift. I was walking to my car and I was crossing a bunch of young men. And what do we do usually when a group of young men are about to cross paths with us? We usually cross to the other side of the street, purely out of safety, late at night, all that. But I didn't. And so they walked past me and one of the guys in the group goes, hey, I like your necklace. And I go, thanks. And he goes, no, I don't, fuck you. I was so offended that I wasn't scared of him. And so now I say to Kim that now whenever somebody gives me a compliment, like me and my friends, our joke is like, oh my gosh, I love your hair today. And thank you. I go, no, I don't, fuck you. Oh, it's just too funny.
Yeah, and so somehow I managed to work that into, I'm not wearing pants. Yes, I am, fuck you.
It's like the I eat glass thing.
I eat glass.
Just use it.
Yeah, it works.
That's an oldie. That's an oldie.
Hi, who hasn't met us before? Oh dear. I'm sorry. Hi. It's okay.
Terrifying?
You know what? I think the boys set the bar low enough so we can crawl over.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fine after that. I want to know, like someone's exercising a donut hole? I don't know precisely what's happening, but I think we're going to be fine, B. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
We haven't. I don't know about, anybody that's going to ask us a question.
No, but yeah, if we run out of questions, for those of you who are new, we will talk about our periods, which is uncomfortable since I had a hysterectomy 15 years ago.
It'll be memories.
It'll be memories. I know, but I'm also getting very old.
Do you have a memory book of your period? Oh, 13-year-old me. And a pad the size of a phone book.
So wrong. We promise we'd only do that if we don't have questions. We'll take some questions. But that's inspiration for you to keep coming up with some fucking questions, isn't it? Yeah! Write them in your phone. Get up, get ready. As soon as that line dwindles, you get your ass over there. Or you will hear about what it was like wearing menstrual pads in the 80s. You don't want that! All right. Vaginas forever!
Are there any children in the audience?
That were not properly warned by their parents that today would be an educational experience. Good news is, like, yeah, no, we are in education. I think we sign off cards, court cards. I think we also count as community service. I'm not entirely sure, but this is good for you. Damn it.
It's good for you. It's a fucking vitamin up here. Okay, hello.
Hi. Can I just ask, did Zach and Cody make the reservation yesterday?
Okay, I need to know. So, we talk a lot about Sweet Life, and I love that we can actually talk about it now. But I've seen a lot about Sweet Life in Hawaii. Lots of stuff online. Is that a thing?
No, that's not what she's asking about. Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
The spin-off. So the first show took place in a hotel in Boston, which, funny story, I shot the entire pilot and thought it was in Vegas. Because that's the only place I could imagine a hotel of that caliber would give a lounge singer an entire fucking suite. Like, they don't have people with their own homes in Boston? They can sing in their... That doesn't make no sense.
Why?
But anyway, so the first iteration took place in a hotel. And then to knock everybody back down to opening your paychecks and get rid of me, they moved it to a boat so they could call it a whole new show. And the boat was like a cruise ship, a semester at sea sort of thing. So that's why I think people are referring to...
Thank you for clarifying that.
Water boat thing. What you're referring to is the fact that they tried really, really hard to get a fancy reservation, and they got one for November 16th.
Yes, I did see that.
2023. Yes. So yesterday was when their reservation was finally ready. The bad news is the restaurant completely fucking closed from COVID, and so they showed up and it was boarded up. Sorry, it's a Subway now, ma'am. Sorry.
Because the restaurant was so popular, it wasn't available until 2023. That's
Yes.
a good bit.
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
Yeah. So thank you for asking. Was that your actual question?
Very cute.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
And
Thank
it really
you.
educated me as well, so I want to thank you for asking this, because now I am in the know.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the next 10 minutes, I'll
That's-
forget after that.
That's okay. That's all right. I will
Find
too.
it. Hi.
Hi, I'm Issa.
Hi, Issa.
That was actually my question, but
No.
And that is why you write down more than one question.
Another one.
Because when they are good. Well done, Issa. What's your second question?
I wanted to know if you guys are in the works of any projects together.
Oh, if any projects are in the work together.
We did go swimming this morning.
Yeah, we went to the beach this morning.
We went for ice cream.
Yeah, we did ice cream last night. We're gonna have dinner together tonight.
right.
We're gonna go, yes, we're gonna go to,
Those are the projects that we worked on
yeah,
together.
can I say, yeah, our project
There's
is,
a lot of gossip and ice cream.
yeah, am I allowed to tell them what our project for tonight is? Give a little shout out to where we're gonna go?
No.
No? Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, never mind, fuck you, you don't get to know where we're gonna go.
Talk about it tomorrow.
Wah, wah. Watch, look for it on the gram. We'll post it on the gram because we're good girls.
And we're
We like
also
to make
here
sure,
at like
yeah.
fucking 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you bitches better be here. And bitches, I also mean the men in the audience.
All of us. We all of us.
Better be here.
Yes. I'm sorry, did you have a question or did I just answer it?
Do you have any projects?
Oh,
No,
okay.
we don't
Oh,
have
right, projects, right. Oh,
Like,
right.
We
Yes.
went over this last
Entertainment
night
projects.
at the PJ party. We don't, listen, projects are few and far between these days, anyway. But Kim and I actually didn't work together that much, which is the hilarious thing. We did get the spin-off together, and obviously are obsessed with each other, but we only shot 2 episodes together, one being the spin-off.
Yeah, the two-parter, so 3 episodes total. Oh, but you weren't in the first, so 2 episodes. We shot 2 episodes. Now, I would like to, I never want to correct you, but I'm going to
I
give
give
you
you consent, Kim.
a little bit, I'm going to give you a little bit of a, you know we have a podcast, right? Yeah, so we have a podcast, and we're going to record it tonight at 7 o'clock. So are there any things in the works together? Yes, we're going to record our podcast, 7 o'clock tonight, here. So even if you're not coming, throw a yes/no question in the bag, because yeah, we're out of, yeah, that's how we roll. So at this point, we're just glorying in the duo that is us. Yeah. Something will happen. Why, Are you hiring?
No, I wish.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, just keep us in there in your files for when you're ready.
All right, great talking to you.
Okay, thank you.
Great chatting with
Thank
you
you.
as well.
All right, that mic is closed, or is, oh, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, you are perilously close to.
Vagina talk. Hello.
I was wondering what your favorite compliment to give is and what your favorite compliment to receive is.
Oh, wow. My favorite compliment to receive, I think I've said this before, is I'm so proud of you. I love when people tell me that. And not in a, I know that sometimes when people say that, it really depends on who says that, because it can sound patronizing, I recognize.
Yes, yeah.
But when the right people say it for the right reason, it feels like you've inspired somebody and to also find ways to be proud of themselves. Anyway, my favorite one to give is maybe the exact same, is like I'm really inspired by you. Which happens to me so much when people are like, who are you inspired by? If I get a panel question that's like, who are you inspired by? I'm like, oh my God, like in the last hour? I don't know, like it happens so often. But I do think it's important to choose to let yourself be inspired. You can find inspiration by the fucking ocean, do you know what I mean? We were talking this morning about how we're at the beach and how we're just like, it's so inspiring seeing women of all shapes and sizes really being confident in their skin to wear bathing suits, where I feel like when I was young, I didn't have that confidence. Didn't go to the beach, and you know, what a fucking waste of time to just not enjoy your life. So I like to be inspired by people. I like to tell people that they inspire me.
My favorite compliment that I can think of right now to receive is, I really feel like you see me. To that speaks to my own heart, because I have so much fear and anxiety that I filter the world through, that I'm like, that is really self-centered, right? So when I can drop my fear, when I can drop my expectations, when I can drop who I need you to be to make me feel good, and just see with the eyes of love, and when someone says they feel seen, it makes me go, oh, I'm doing my heart's job. I'm doing my heart's job, not my ego's job. So that to me is the greatest compliment. My favorite compliment to give is a little controversial. My favorite compliment to give is, you are perfect. Now, before you get angry at me and tell me nobody's perfect, I like to use an illustration that I got out of a book called Illusions by Jonathan Livingston Seagull. No, Richard Bach. He wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And he says, look at the sky. Is the sky perfect? The sky is always perfect. Is the sky changing? The sky is always changing. Just because I'm not who I need to be in the next 10 minutes doesn't mean that I'm not perfect and as I am meant to be right now. Am I learning? Yes. Am I growing? Yes. But am I perfect and worthy of perfect love right now? Yes. So my favorite compliment to give is to see people and tell them they are perfect. And that reminds me of my own perfection, because everything out my mouth to you is echoed in my head and reflected back to my own heart. So I try to be very conscious of that when I talk to other people, and also when I talk to myself. Like, the voice I use on myself is the voice I'm gonna teach you with. So, like, the more love I express myself with, the more love my own little heart gets to be like, yay, we're doing the thing. So that was almost like the coffee had just hit me. Sorry, you're welcome. Tomorrow morning it will be even less coherent because there will be more coffee in my system. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. My question is just because you guys go out for ice cream a lot, so I was wondering what your guys' favorite flavor was.
Okay, I have Lappert's ice cream shipped to Los Angeles. Yeah, that shit is good.
Can you do that via the website?
Yes, they will. They have a whole thing, like and it is expensive. But they pack it in dry ice, and it's a special package, and it's a whole thing, and they send it over, and yes. But the Kauai pie at Lappert's Ice Cream is my favorite ice cream.
Why did you get that today?
That's what I got today. The Kauai pie. Kauai pie.
Yes, I was like, it started with a K.
Yeah,
Hawaii pie.
that's what I got.
It's very good.
It's fucking good.
She shared it with me. It's very good.
How much did I share with her?
Just to know. Just to know. I do enjoy a mint chip. Even yesterday, yeah, fuck yeah, mint chip. I generally will go to any store or any ice cream shop, and I'll go mint chip, and then I'll look at the other ones, I'll taste some other ones, and I'll go, nah. But although last night I did get a dulce de leche, which was it was very good, very good.
No, but I understand that is a departure for you. She got it based on she's like, I like salted caramel. I was like, if we're at Haagen-Dazs, don't do so. She knows wine, I know cheese and ice cream. I turn into I'm that person, so I was like, no, don't do the salted caramel, just go straight to dulce de leche, because dulce de leche does what salted caramel's trying to do. True, you're missing the salt, but it's like, do you want, there's no children in here? It's like, do you want to get finger banged in the back of a car, or do you want for 4 hours of tolerance? And for those of you who just met us, you're welcome. Hi. Hi.
We are ladies.
We are ladies, but I'm talking about my experience, and that is an analogy that most of you understood, didn't you? Okay. And I'm not wrong, am I? Salted caramel, dulce de leche. There.
So I like mint chip. She's like, what have I done? I opened up.
I don't know what those words mean, and I don't think I want to.
Pandora's literal box.
Exactly. Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi. So my question to you, well, first, thank you for being really outstanding women on the show. Definitely compared to the two, like, Jensen, Jared.
Yeah, they're garbage.
And then
Thank you for finally saying it. Thank you. Thank you for finally saying it.
And then also continuing that on, starting the Wayward Sisters. If out of all of the female stars that have been on Supernatural, co-stars, guest stars, anything like that, who would you want to be in the Wayward Sisters that never got a chance to be there?
Oh my God.
I answered this in the press, I think, and the first thing I said was Rowena. And then also...
Charlie.
Pardon me?
Charlie. Yeah,
yes.
Rowena and Charlie both
And
would have shown
Amara.
up. I mean, they would have shown up. And yeah, and give Abaddon back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't think they had a poor... Oh, and there was also discussion of, like, if you're opening up time rifts, Meg and Joe could have returned. Right? So they've been living in a different reality on their timeline where they didn't... They're just... You can't... I don't think you can go wrong. I think every idea of having any of these women come in there would only have ignited some incredible opportunities for storytelling and interacting, because you didn't get to see the women interact with each other a lot. And so I think that would have been fun to see how they engage with each other. I think it would be fun to see how does Jody go up against Billy? Like, what does that do to the dynamic?
There was an episode where Mary and Donna were in an episode together, and Sam Smith and I were so excited. We're like, we can't wait to see like how they're interacting when they first meet, and they didn't write it, they didn't show it, and that's okay. But we were bummed, and so we like improvised something off camera. We're like, we killed some demons, and then Sam went, by the way, I'm Mary. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, listen, the show is only, episodes are only an hour long, there's only so much that can be done, but it would be nice, yeah, if we got what Jody and Donna got in Hibbie 911, which was like a true meeting of the minds, really. What a gift that episode was. Not only because it introduced me to one of my best friends, but also it really was a beautifully written episode for two women.
Yeah.
In a show that isn't remotely about two women, you know? So, yeah, it would be nice to have a lot. What happened? Did you put it against the chair? You never know with this one.
It shouldn't be that loud on that end.
That sounds different. And I really... We've had ice cream today. What was I talking about?
Women on the show, yay, go team.
Vagina.
That was, she's like, no, I asked a question. She didn't know we answered it, and then we just kept talking.
So sorry. You're
Yes.
wonderful. We're terrible.
No, we did get, no, I agree. And that you would have gotten to see women evolve. And that's what I think Hibbing got to see, is that
and the relationships.
yes, relationships and things, you know, a lot of times there's this idea that like, oh, you're both women, you're gonna love each other, or you're both women, you're gonna hate each other. And I love that Hibbing was like, I don't know, you're two cops and you gotta talk to each other.
Yeah. Just two women existing.
Yeah, and now we've got to function together, and the relationship came later, as opposed to, hi, now we're new besties, because they said so. That was us in person.
That was us actually.
Yeah, that was us actually in person. Yeah. Hello, my love.
Hello. Is there a role or character that you haven't got to play that you would love to?
Yes, my stock answer for this is and I mean this isn't like fantastical. I want to play Iago in Othello.
They have no idea who that is.
There's like 8 people out there that initially were like,
You don't know, you're just clapping.
no, because like you all, and everybody who knew what I was talking about, you went, that wouldn't, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. That could, why is Iago passed over for promotion over and over and over? Why is Iago sleeping with Cassio instead of Iago's wife? Over and over and over. How come everybody tells Iago everything? Everybody comes to Iago for all their problems, but Iago wants to fucking kill everybody because Iago's a woman.
Iago's had enough.
Yeah, Iago has fucking had it.
That fucking
So
parrot
that's-
from Aladdin, that's what we're talking about, right?
No, we're not. Parrots. Parrots. So yeah, that's my final answer, a parrot.
You'd be great at that.
I would, I'd be a good parrot. I'd be great.
There are many roles. When Kim said yes, I went, oh my God, same. My answer is yes. There's millions and millions of roles that I would love to play. I would love to play a villain, which I haven't. No, I haven't. I played Rizzo in Grease once. That's the closest thing. And I think. But I also really love and miss comedy. And I would love to do, there's a show that was on, what would it have been on in the States? Hulu, Peacock, can't remember, called The Juror. And it was an improvised series. What? Yeah. It was good. Anybody know what network it's on? Prime? Okay, it's on Prime. And where it was basically all of these people, the jury members were selected for a jury, and all of them except for one were actors. And it was like, it was hysterical. In the final episode, it was like you watched the amount of production that went in. They would write things, but they would only be able to write like what they need to happen when they go to a picnic as a group. And then this one guy thinks it's all happening, and he gets selected as the captain of the jury. And he's the nicest young man, like he can't be older than 30 or 32, right? And James Marsden was in it, who's a very famous actor, and he was acting like himself. He was himself, because he's well known. And he kept on like having these auditions, and he'd get the actor to like run auditions with him. It was hysterical, and I was like, oh my God, I grew up doing improv, but I love long form improv and the idea of like carrying out a storyline. And sometimes they can be very dramatic. Anyway, it was hysterical. I would love to do that. I would love to do Saturday Night Live, any comedy stuff, but something that would be improvised would be like, mwah. So I'll give you the number for my agent and...
Yeah. I'd also like to do anything with Neil Gaiman, if he's listening. Because he's attending the con.
Yeah.
He like came over from Iceland. He had a little time. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I just wanted to see if you could say happy birthday to my daughter. It's tomorrow, but that's why we're here. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I appreciate you guys and we look up to you guys a lot, especially my daughter. That's why I watch Supernatural.
What's her name?
Where is your daughter?
Melissa is over there.
Melissa, what's up?
Happy birthday, Melissa. Are you videoing this? Are you videoing this? Because you have to play it for her tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you recording this?
Yes.
All right, Melissa, happy birthday. You're perfect, and we are proud of you, my love.
Thank you. How do the kids do it? They do it like this, right? The one-handed card? Am I doing it right? Yes. Oh, I'm so fucking cool. Anyway. Oh, that was it. Okay, wonderful.
Hello.
Get it, Melissa. Get it. Hello.
I'm a neurodivergent mom of two neurodivergent daughters.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. My oldest just turned 13. Can I have some parenting advice?
No. I know, because I don't know them. And I think that one of the most important things that I try to remember is that nobody fucking knows my kid better than she does, and nobody fucking knows me better than I do, so when people fucking try to tell me what I should fucking do, they can fuck themselves. So,
My oldest would like that answer.
yeah, I think that one of the gifts that knowing I'm autistic has given me is the permission to tell myself that the rules don't actually apply to me. Whereas I used to think I was a failure because I couldn't make the rules apply to me. Once I found out like what was actually going on with this little brain up here, I went, oh, then I don't have to play their reindeer games. Yeah. So what I just try to do, and this is again, I am not giving you advice, I'm just giving things that I am learning for myself, is remember that I teach best by example. So I can't teach my child to do what I say, but I can't teach my child what it looks like to receive an apology. I can't teach my child to be brave, but I can teach her what it looks like to do what I want to do even when it's scary. You are your children's best teacher. Trust your own heart.
Thank you. I try to do that.
You're doing great.
Hello. I was wondering if you've ever had huckleberry or grape ice cream.
Huckleberry, yes. Totally down, yes.
I've had huckleberry pie. Now wait. Not a euphemism. Just want to make that clear. Is huckleberry a berry, or is it a combination? It's something that is...
No. It is a huckleberry. Yes, there is a huckleberry.
Okay. So in Canada, we shit the bed a little bit and called pie that is raspberry and blackberry and blueberry. Sometimes gets called huckleberry pie. Huh. I don't know. I don't make the rules there. What is a huckleberry?
Canada.
Oh, yeah. What does a huckleberry taste like?
It's sweet and tart at the same time.
But not like a blackberry or a raspberry. Very different.
Yeah.
Can I please have some huckleberry ice cream?
I've
you
had
say no
like,
to.
because I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so they've got like, they do the whole berry genre. I've never had grape ice cream, and that sounds gross.
It honestly is.
Thank you! Okay, so I will, sorry. Sorry, I was just so excited that I got one right. I got a question right, Brianna. I got one right.
I do like grape flavored like bubble gum though and shit like that, but ice cream, no. What? Oh, you're wincing.
No,
Jesus
grape
Christ.
flavored, no.
You're like, but I like it's like a fake grape. Like grape flavored candy doesn't taste like grapes.
No.
It tastes like grape flavored shit.
Yes.
No, but you can't. You have to follow that up by bringing us Huckleberry ice cream. Do they not have it here? No. Go sit down.
Why would you? We've been taunted with the concept of Huckleberry ice cream.
I think I've ever happened in my life.
I'm gonna get. Where do we have? Where are huckleberries primarily? Yeah, that's what I thought. So Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Where I was about to say where a huckleberry is primarily bred. And that's not, I don't think. That's Huckleberry Husbandry by Kim Rhodes. Oh, they're gonna make such.
You and I will be friends again when you bring me that ice cream, okay?
It's gonna. How are you gonna get the huckleberry ice cream from Oregon? How are you gonna do that?
You're gonna start crying immediately. I think that I would enjoy it. If it were to magically turn up, it would make me happy. I will get over the fact that you just manipulated me. I'm turning on my taste buds. Going, have you guys tried this delicious thing? And we go, no. And you're like, go fuck yourselves then. No, I'm hungry for ice cream.
Yeah, the whole point of that question was sucks to be you.
Sucks to suck. Okay, all right.
Okay.
I want some ice cream.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna make sure you get some huckleberry ice cream. Huckleberry. All right. Who is that? You're my huckleberry.
Gemstones.
Thank you.
Gemstones. Flintstones. What? Turdstones. Tombstones. What are we saying?
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Oh, I love knowing everything.
Really just the Flintstones and horses.
Oh, Tombstone show. Got it.
Oh God. All right, sorry.
What does Huckleberry have to do with Tombstone? Is somebody named Huckleberry on that show? Do they eat them a lot on that show?
Okay, let Cheryl ask her question. Right. Okay.
So have you had your moment? Are you guys?
You say that like there's only one of them. They're repeat. Did you just do
So
are you done? More?
Well, okay, so flash to the way past. I would like to know your first meeting on set, in the makeup theater.
There you go. Should we give them the extended dance remix version of the story or just the story? Okay, so I've been on the show for a few years at this point.
Yeah.
Like a few years. Like, as you well know, only one woman allowed at a time. Only one. No more than one. And everybody starts talking to me about this girl, Brianna, that's gonna come on the show. And oh my God, and this is how she was described to me. They're like, oh my God, you're gonna love Brianna. She's you, only pretty and funny and smart and talented. She's so great. Oh my God, we all love her so much. She's our favorite person and she's the most incredible person we've ever met. What was I saying? Oh yeah, anyway, you're gonna work with her and you're gonna love her and she's gonna take your place. Okay, bye. That's exactly what they said. I was like, fuck. All right, well, I mean, you gotta go sometime. Gotta go. Meanwhile,
so my first episode was The Purge. And I remember being on, so when Donna goes to the spa and lays down to like get the cupping done to her, they have to build the VFX around you. So I was laying down on this massage bed for a long time, which sucked because I was also 6 months pregnant secretly. And yeah, I had to like roll to the side, but you can't really, don't do this is not allowed, but you can't, I didn't tell them I was pregnant because they won't hire you. But I remember I was laying in that, you know, like this, I was just laying down, and Phil Segretia, who directed the episode, he comes down, he's like, you know, there's another sheriff on this show named Sheriff Jody Mills. I think it would be funny if you two met at like, I don't know, like a sheriff's convention or something like that. And then Brad Creaser, who is the camera AOP, he was like, oh man, that sounds like a spin-off. And I was like, what? And in my head, I was like, this is probably my third TV job ever in my entire life. I've been working in TV since the second I found out I was pregnant. 6 months probably. And I was like, a spin-off? Jesus, it is easy to be a TV actor. They give you jobs all the time. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Anytime somebody goes, it would be fun to bring you back and give you more work. You're like, awesome. So then, fast forward to finding out I was going to be in this episode that was exactly that. It was like that meeting at a sheriff's convention, which is hysterical because I don't think that's a thing. Somebody can correct me with that. But I was so excited to meet Kim because I had heard so much about her. Everybody, of course, loved her. I was not in the same, I was like, I need to be friends with Kim. That was all I was thinking. So I watched some of her old episodes. I watched the episode where, I laughed just thinking about it, where you go on a date with Crowley. And I'll never forget where you go into the bathroom, Jody goes to the bathroom and you're like, look in the mirror like, hey, come on, you got this, you guys. God, he's so hot, he's so hot. And I was like, it's me! Judgment there, but I was like, and then your death scene was so epic, and you know, death scene. Spoiler alert. Then cut to us finally meeting on set. I was really nervous to meet her because, you know, she's a legend. She's been on the show for so long. She's been in the industry for so long. I've been in the industry for about the time it takes to sneeze. And so she was already on set. So this was Hibbing 911. And she was on set, and we were at what was it? It was like
we were at the Swiss shooting rifle lodge because it had that hideous paper mache statue when you walked in. It was terrifying. But yes, so we had not met. Now, where you're shooting and where you're staying and are very far away. So you have to be driven to set in these little vans. So I was shooting. I was.
She's coming out of the lodge.
Yeah, but we were shooting in there, and I was.
She's doing a scene where she's taking a phone call with Alex.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she steps out of the lodge, take a phone call with Alex.
Yeah.
I see her, but not understanding how film and television works that well, think that she's just stepped outside to take a call. So I roll down the window of the van and I go, Kim! It's me! It's Brianna! Hi, so good to meet you! And I just hear, cut!
And I immediately go, oh fuck, I love this woman.
That was it. The first scene that we shot together was the scene where Jody and Donna meet, and she signs Jody up,
the lollipop,
and gives her the lollipop. And we did this back and forth. And Kim's so funny to play with. Also, Jody at that time, I don't want to speak for the character, but at that time was not excited to be there.
Yeah, she's a little salty.
Yes.
A little bit salty.
I was very excited to be there, and that dynamic was so fun to play with somebody who's very skilled at comedic timing. But again, being relatively new, 90% of a television actor's job is hitting their mark. And when I say hitting their mark, I mean that literally. There'll be a little tiny piece of tape that you'll rehearse with when they're building the lights and sound and stuff like that, and then eventually they'll take that away, and you have to memorize where that is.
Because that is the only point in space that's in focus. Because the camera is focused on this point in space.
Yeah.
And if you miss the point in space, you will not be in focus and you have to do it again.
Yeah.
So when you are hitting your mark, it's because this is the only place right here in all of the dimensions that you will be in focus.
And it is so much harder. I used to practice it at home, do something called triangulating, whereas like you have to like go, this is my mark, you look here, and then when you walk towards it, you kind of, out of the side of your, periphery can see it.
I just look down and swing into it like John Wayne, and Jared makes fun of me.
I can see in Supernatural the episodes where I've looked down at my mark and I go, God damn it. Anyway, there was an episode where I have to move, I'm like moving things, I go over, and then I go over to the lollipops, and then I go, fuck! And I go, because I missed my mark, I go, fuck! And then I look at Kim and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I swear sometimes.
Oh, sweet summer child. You're gonna be fucking fine.
And then we just like really hit it off. And then we started going for cookies and coffee at 3 p.m. every day. We go to craft services. Kim invited me into her trailer to have lunch to tell me all about the conventions because she was like, you of course will be replacing me at the conventions. And I remember saying to her, I was like, well maybe they'll have both of us on at the same time. And she's like, never gonna happen. And look at us now!
One more thing, Kim, I think you said the podcast starts at 7?
Yes, does it not?
No, it starts at 6.
Oh, 6. Well, I should be there earlier than 7 then, shouldn't I?
Yeah, dinner at 7.
Thank you. Oh God, yes, we gotta eat. That's all. Thank you. Oh, I made it. All Kim's fault. All Kim's fault. All Kim's fault. Thank you for correcting me. All right, the podcast starts at 6.
Hello. Hey, don't have any questions, but Huckleberry milkshakes. They tout themselves as the best place because I passed through when I was on my road trip a couple years ago, St. Regis, Montana. Huckleberry milkshake. Absolutely. I had one. It was awesome.
Okay, so we need to go to Montana. Is what you're
This doesn't
telling
feel
us.
better to me. This is not making me feel better. I want a Huckleberry milkshake in my motherfucking mouth. I don't want it on the phone. I don't want it in fucking Montana.
Yeah, and not theoretical. No I do not like my milkshakes in Montana. I do not like my milkshakes with Montana.
It's like I am in Hawaii. I live in Vancouver, and you're like, I'm gonna help you out. There's one in Montana. You're welcome. Why do you all hate me? These curves don't feed themselves, okay?
Something here that I think Kim would appreciate, and I saw it last night. On the street where my hotel is, there were several people who had parrots, so you could actually have sitting.
Oh yes, Gabe Tigerman's daughter was covered in parrots when I saw the most recent photo of her. Yes, they had a couple of macaws and a cockatoo.
Yes, so if you're looking for something else fun to do, you can get yourself covered in parrots.
You know what, I do that on a daily basis anyway. Charlotte is our parrot at the sanctuary where I volunteer, and she likes me.
She's a parrot? You have a parrot at the sanctuary?
Yes, we have a parrot at the sanctuary,
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Okay, so you have everything else.
Kinda. There's a lot. You know what I saw here? Sorry? A mongoose. I understand that they are invasive and y'all hate them and they shouldn't be here and colonialism and capitalism sucks. I've gotten off the rails. I'm so sorry. Back to mongooses. Yes, mongooses. So fucking cute. Oh my God, he's like, listen, it looked like if a ferret was a kitten. That's what I'm saying. I understand.
My dogs attack them.
See, they're horrible. That's what I'm saying. No, I understand. that was my.
From the Big Island, lots of monkeys.
No, they're bad. They're bad. They're invasive. But oh my God, I've never seen one before.
They're really cute. They are really cute.
Yeah, they're cute. See, right?
Kim Bri felt about goats, where she was obsessed with goats until she worked with them, and they're like.
And now I'm like, I love them, but I never want one. Yes. So, what was the question? Oh, there was no question, right? There was no question.
She wanted to rub it in my fucking face, and I was never gonna get a milkshake today.
Sorry, but St. Regis, I mean, you can't, it was awesome.
Okay.
I'm so happy for you.
Okay. All right. No, you have a question, though, don't you? Or do you have another thing to torment us?
Let's go.
I do have a question, but first I want to say, Kim, shout out to my sister. So yes.
Right?
Definitely, best thing. If you were stranded on a desert island, what's the one thing you would take with you? Or you would want to have with you?
Kim Rhodes.
You just... you just met me, didn't you?
Okay.
Is this the first time we've interacted?
No, I think I met you in New Orleans.
Then you should know better than to ask me a question like this.
But I want to know.
Okay, so here's the question. If I was stranded, then I clearly didn't have the foresight to fucking bring anything, did I? Because, like, if I knew I was gonna get stranded enough to be like, I should bring this if I'm getting stranded, then maybe you'd get in the fucking boat! Or airplane, or whatever the hell it is that brought me to the island. Second thing, what kind of island are we talking about? How big is it? Is there a water supply? Is there any sort of shade? Am I gonna die anyway? Because maybe I just need a fucking gun, put myself out of my misery. I don't know what I'm doing on this island. Did I get to that island as me, as I am now, as a younger me, as an older me? How do I have the capacity to bring anything with me? And do I have, if it needs a special way to get there, maybe I'm like, I don't know, I would like a solar unit. I don't know how to operate a solar unit. Am I bringing something like that? What the fuck kind of question is that?
That's my question. Curious.
I can't make my brain be quiet enough to give you an answer. Brianna?
Matches.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Sometimes I think people are like, let's wind Kim up and watch her spin for a little bit. That's shiny. That's fun.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So you brought up the mongooses, and sorry to bring them back.
I'm so sorry. I'll never talk about
We're
them
going
again.
to talk about mongooses just very briefly.
Trigger warning. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. I know.
Just short.
We hate them.
Because I saw one the other day too, and I almost lost it. I had to look up what it was. I was like, it's so cute. What is it? But anyway.
It's destroying Hawaii.
I know. I feel bad, but they're still cute. There's a little 15-minute movie short thing called Ricky Tikki Tavi. And
No, it's a book. My first cat was named Chuchundra after the muskrat in that book.
Yeah. I actually didn't realize it was a book first. My parents used to put it on for...
By Rudyard Kipling. Yeah.
I'll have to go read the book then.
What is
before bed every night because it was so short that it was like, oh, watch this, and then it's time for
Yes,
bed.
Ricky Tikki Tavi, the mongoose
Love
snake.
it so
They killed
much.
the snake.
What is the thing where when you take a word and you mix up the letters, it makes another word?
Anagram.
Muskrat is an anagram for Buckmaster. Thank you so much, Hawaii. Thank you.
Wait, muskrat is an anagram for
Buckmaster.
Where's the B?
No, wait, hold on. Caribbean muskrat. Okay, this is I'm gonna let you ask your question in a second here, but just 1 second, just hold on. I had a friend of mine who's a playwright. He was writing a play that he wanted, some people from this company to be in, and it was in a festival, and they needed to know the title of it, so he put my name into an anagram machine, and it came up with Caribbean Muskrat, and that's what he named the play. That's how I know that. So,
Your friend lied to you.
Caribbean Muskrat.
They're not even the same numbers, and there's no
Caribbean.
There's two B's in Caribbean and only one in Buckmaster.
No, it's the full name.
You just said Buckmaster.
No, I know, but then I corrected myself because I knew I was wrong.
Okay, all
Hold on a second. Okay.
So, back to your fun book.
Well, really, I was just going to ask if you guys had heard of it, but then...
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. I'm just kidding. You're wonderful.
Okay,
She
all right.
has, I haven't.
Now I believe you, and
now I
yes,
get to tell
my
this
cat was
dumb
named,
story.
my first cat was named Chuchandra because there's a character named Chuchandra who's a muskrat who won't go into the middle of the room, and she wouldn't apparently go into the middle of the room when my parents first got her, and so they named her Chuchandra, and I was very little because the cat was older than I was, and I called her Choo Choo. So Choo Choo was my first kid.
Choo Choo's a great name.
Choo Choo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Kim from London.
Hi. I'm Kim from over here, I'm sorry. Or California, not even over here, even worse.
Beautiful. Just hopefully a quick one, but in terms of the changes in the industry that you're seeing for encouraging more representation of stronger women, roles, stronger, powerful roles, what are you seeing that's exciting you for the future of the industry, even if there's small changes that are yet to be fulfilled? Does that make sense?
It's gonna be a quick one. Let's give me, how do you feel about the trajectory of humanity given today's social dynamics? And how, do you think that actually we have a heaven or a hell? Explain God.
Just wondering.
No, I do think, here's the thing. A lot of times, inclusion, especially in the storytelling industry, is seen as a gift you give to the people who haven't been included. Like, oh, we're gonna let you come sit at the table. Now, as one of those people, it gives me great joy to tell you that is actually not how it fucking works. Here's the thing. There are only stories you can hear that I can tell you. There are only stories that you can hear that a trans person can tell you. There are only stories that you can hear that a black person can tell you. And until you let people who have not been telling their stories tell their stories, you don't get all the fucking stories you deserve to hear. So inclusion serves you. And so I love that more people are getting to tell their stories.
I think that the learning curve from where we were years ago to this was steep, because I think exactly what was happening is, to Kim's point, is that they're going, oh shit, we have to have more women.
Oh, and it still happens. They haven't, they're still just ticking
very
off
performative.
boxes.
And a lot of it is still through the filter and lens of old straight white men. Which is fine. We love them, but we do need to see the world through lenses of everybody. And so there's still a long way to go, because with that it means a certain group needs to let go of a lot of power and
Perceived power. Perceived power.
Yes.
Like, what feels like a surrender on their part is just acknowledging they're letting go of shit they never actually held anyway. And I
you
love
saw that with the
Yeah.
strikes.
Yeah.
That was a perfect example.
Yeah.
And we're going to see more of that a lot with labor. Labor is the most powerful thing in the world, really, and you see all sorts of people going on strike for great, important reasons. But we have a long way to go, and my husband, who is very, very educated on colonialism, he's from Mexico and has done his own work from his upbringing, and he's like, it's really a dark time right now, but it's also very exciting because people are waking up to the things that we have been told are actually things that we have been fed. And so people are educating themselves and speaking out against things that they don't believe to be true.
Yeah, that's why I remind people that inclusion serves everybody, not just the people who have not been included before. That's actually how we're supposed to function.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Thank you for that simple quick
That
question.
very quick question.
Very quick, very simple.
Thank you. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I know you.
Yeah. I was wondering if there were any skills that you learned from Supernatural that you use in your daily lives, you know, besides chopping off vampires' heads.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I learned how to use
That's it.
a shotgun, but I do
Yeah.
not use that in daily life.
No?
Daily life.
Things that
What did I? Daily life? No, that would actually be kind of insane. If we learned to do something on a show like Supernatural where we play hunters, but we do it daily. No, nothing. I got nothing. Lots of things I learned. Pulling a gun out of a holster is not as easy as it
Not
looks.
easy, not easy, yeah. The heck did I mean, it's more like there were things that you knew, like I appreciate the fact there's shit that they didn't expect us to know how to do. When, you know, this one comes in, they're like, we've given you a really big truck. Do you think you're gonna be able to drive it? They didn't sound like that, but that's just how they sounded in my imagination. Tell them.
Well, I was like, I grew up in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. So I was basically, fuck whoever said that. Yeah, Moose Jaw. I was raised on a farm. So yes, I've driven a few trucks. I also owned a food truck. So I think I could drive a little tiny Ford Raptor. And the thing that's funny is about when you drive vehicles, you also have to hit marks.
Yeah, the vehicles have to hit their marks.
So in Wayward Sisters, the vehicle, or the episode where Donna first appears, there's a couple vehicles there. And it took, I think it was Claire and, was it just Claire? Who had a vehicle?
No, I had
one too?
I could drive too. I've been trained by cops how to drive.
That's right.
Back in high school. Not because I was in trouble, because I was being given an award.
I remember them being very impressed that I could hit my mark every single time with that Ford Raptor. I'm like, this truck is so much fun to drive. I asked them if I could keep the D-Train license plate. They said no.
Yeah.
Which I just makes me go, that's because you're gonna need it, right? In the future?
Yeah. They're saving it.
They're saving it.
Someone snuggled up with it at night.
I do love driving a truck. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I drive a tiny little Jetta, but I love driving.
There were skills that we had that they didn't anticipate we would have. Like I actually was certified in stage combat. So when they were saying, okay, now you're gonna have to take a punch, I was like, beat the fuck out of me. Do it. Yeah.
Not a euphemism.
Not a euphemism.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question, but we still found something moderately amusing, sort of the same
answered it
appropriate topic.
adjacently.
Yes, it was answer adjacent.
Hi. So first I want to say, Kim, from all the social media, the images I've seen, I love your artwork, your tattoos. I'm a big fan.
Well done.
I was approached by a tattoo shop on site here to get a spur of the moment tattoo, and I thought, you know, I might regret this. I don't put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
Is there anything either of you have done recently that maybe was spur of the moment that you regret it?
No. All of my tattoos are spur of the moment. Somebody literally today was like, you should be a great place to get a tattoo. And I'm like, great, let's go. Like, I don't plan mine out. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want this tattoo, and I'll go up and get it. But I have 10 tattoos, and they're all little, and they're all just very random. They all have meanings to me. They're not intensely deep, but I get tattoos, but I don't regret anything, ever. What a waste of time. Live your life, have fun, make mistakes.
Every time I have acted impulsively in anger, I have regretted it. But none of my tattoos were impulsives. Very rarely have I done something that feels like self-care impulsively. Hello! I've never greeted lovely men as they came on stage and regretted it. So I think that ask yourself why you want to do it. If you want to do it because it feels exciting and like love to your heart, to say yes to this exciting idea, then do it. If you're saying it because you feel like you should, because somebody gave you this opportunity and you should take that, should is shit, don't do anything because you feel like you should. That's my final answer.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How was it? How was your time?
It was
Awesome.
awesome.
Better. I shamed people for taunting me with.
Atta girl.
I traumatized people with just me.
You do you, man. You know what we call that? Another Friday. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, these two fantastic individuals are not only entertaining on this stage and glorious on your screens, but fantastic voices each one of them possess, and they will be on full display tomorrow night as a part of the concert. So you're going to want to hear them do what they do on that stage with this band tomorrow night. Don't miss it. Ladies and gentlemen,